Today, I'm going to show you a project what I'm trying to gun for Ethereum. One of the key developers behind Ethereum is actually behind this project. So let's get into it. What's up guys, my name is Aaron and welcome to Crypto. Hope all of you are doing well out there. So the coin I'm telling you about today is called Areon Network, right there, okay? And if you haven't heard about it, it's a really cool project and it's got some really good developers behind it who also were linked to Ethereum. So if you want to find out more, then stick around and let's do it. Here we go, Areon, the most comprehensive blockchain project crypto has ever seen. It's also a layer 1, as you can see this changing, and in Web3. So the market cap is just giving you some of the main things, and it's currently had transaction counts of Areon Network on a test net of 1 million already. So yeah, you can see this is growing as we speak. So we work with the future thinkers, enterprise and startups, and this is some of the things or people who are working with them. So Unreal Engine, very interesting. Yahoo Finance, and you've got obviously crypto exchanges down below, and yeah, we can see that they're trying to get out there, right? But remember, very early on project, okay? Areon Network is a decentralized blockchain built to enable scalable, user-friendly apps for the world, and that, to me, I actually think is very important. So they've got a technology here which is quite interesting called proof of area. So what is that? So proof of area algorithm is a new technology based on the cost reduction of proof of stake and the transaction security of proof of work. All transactions made in the Areon blockchain ecosystem is verified on proof of area algorithm. So POA is a unique algorithm for transactions verification. So yeah, that's very interesting. They've got a new way of confirming transactions. So just to summarize this little area I've just read, so the proof of area is basically using the Areon City metaverse to be able to confirm transactions inside of it, and that would actually help its network and be able to do transactions outside of the actual metaverse. So yeah, the metaverse is basically used for confirming transactions, and that, you could say, is probably where the NFTs have value if you create NFTs on this. But that's what I've interpreted from this. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, it's very interesting. So here you go, Areon Chain. It is capable of 600,000 transactions per second. So yeah, that is pretty good, right? So Area Land, face of blockchain in the metaverse. So what exactly is this? So Area Land is a validator mechanism in Areon Chain that enables the validation of transactions on the blockchain. It is a unique feature of Area Chain and is allocated to validators. So Area Land is located in the Area City and accelerates the validation process of Area Chain. As a result, Area Chain can operate faster and more securely. So yeah, very interesting, I would say. This is a totally different take from what I've seen in terms of how to validate transactions. It's using the metaverse to do it. So yeah, I think this is actually very interesting. And they're providing you with an Area wallet, simple, secure, and very fast. The most innovative wallet to send, receive, and swap Area assets. So why is that? So we've got security, which we obviously care about a lot, and you can actually do biometrics entry inside of it. So very cool. It's meant to be very user friendly. It also is kept offline. It has the best NFTs inside of it you can keep in there, and it has unlimited wallet management freedom. So yeah. So Aryan AI, empowering the future of crypto with artificial intelligence. So what exactly is that inside of this project? So Aryan AI is a system that works in harmony with artificial intelligence technology. This system not only limits itself to virtual artificial intelligence, but also aims to adapt it to the crypto industry and users. So Aryan AI offers customized solutions to crypto users' needs and make more accurate predictions by analyzing data related by cryptocurrencies. So yeah, pretty interesting. It sounds quite generic for AI, but so I would love to know a bit more about how you're using AI in this project. So other projects they have, so they have an NFT marketplace they'll be coming out with. You've got Areon City, which I mentioned, Areon Games, so they're going to be putting games on this. Yeah, Areon Education, so Areon Scan. What is Areon Scan? So Areon Scan is a fast and modern explorer that is accessible to all users, which includes all transactions made in the Areon networks. It is an open platform that allows users to view transactions and track the progress of their own transactions in real time. And that is basically like Etherscan, right? So yeah, pretty interesting. So very much trying to do some of the stuff that Ethereum has done, right? With layer 2s and Etherscan and the infrastructure around it, you could say, right? So yeah, so we're currently looking at this roadmap, right? So they have done these tasks right here. So they've done a couple of different things, and then we're in Q3 now. So they're working on the roadmap for that, and stuff we might be able to expect from this is the Areon audit certificate, expanding team, Areon chain testnet, and NFT search engine. So that's pretty interesting. So what about what's coming up? So in Q4, if you can see that, I don't know if you can, but CEX listing, very interesting. So we've got a listing, we could pump this coin. We've got Areon City land sale, so we start seeing some sales. We've got a brand store deal, very interesting. We've got Metatron NFT marketplace on iOS app. We've got something called Area credit card gateway. So yeah, some interesting stuff coming up. So the first pass seems pretty interesting, wouldn't you say? I mean, I've not heard of anyone using their metaverse to be able to validate nodes or on their network. I think that's a very interesting concept, and combining like the two worlds together, right? So it actually gives the metaverse a purpose and actually its value, right? So let's say that one area inside that metaverse has really fast speeds, right? And there's no blockages on it, for example. That might be worth more money, right? If you could own those blocks. So yeah, I think it's quite an interesting concept. But let's go a bit more into this project. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's do it. Here we go. This is Areon Network, and you can actually see on their socials they've got 24,000 followers on Twitter, and yeah, some of the stuff they're actually posting out. But you can see that obviously they've got some progress happening as well. So let's check this out real quick. So yeah, pretty interesting, and obviously on their socials they're actually getting quite a lot of engagement. So yeah, they obviously seem to be a legit project. But yeah, what about some of the stats from this project? Let's check that out. So this information here, so best performance IEOs of 2023 currently in ROI. So if we can look at that, what are they? So we can actually see Areon Network has 20x since it came out. So yeah, pretty good. But Panda Farm, wow, look at that, right? Maybe we should look at that at some point. So you might be like, why are people investing in this current moment? Yes, it is good. It's doing a new way of validating nodes, but are the team good? All right, so that's where I'm going next. Let's check that out. So here you go. This is one of the founders and CEOs right here, and he's from Netherlands. And Umar right here, his activity, we're looking at him. So he is obviously the co-founder and CEO, but he hasn't done that much in terms of other projects from what we can see. Get FTX, 3 years, and then chief CEO again of Port FX. So he's very much had experience in FX. So pretty interesting. At this current moment, you're thinking, what? This guy is just kind of basic from what we can see. But what about the next guy, right? So this guy right here, Metin, let's have a look at him, okay? So he is obviously the COO, co-founder as well. And look at his experience, okay? So there you go, read it and weep. So he was a blockchain developer in Ethereum, and he was a blockchain developer for 2 years, right? And guess what? Before that, he was part of the Bitcoin Foundation, so for 1 year and 7 months as a freelancer. So yeah, he's got great experience, right? I think him alone is really going to push this project because he's an ex-Ethereum developer and obviously Bitcoin as well. So you've got two powerhouses behind him. So very interesting. So keep an eye on Metin right there. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. Would love to know your opinion. So I personally think, yeah, this is actually quite a good project, and obviously really low and down in market cap. So potentially you could make really good gains from this in the next run. And obviously the team behind it, you've got ex-Ethereum developer right there and Bitcoin. So he could potentially pull this off. And the idea is quite interesting as well. So using your metaverse to validate nodes on your blockchain. Also giving it real world values. But talking about doing really well, let's see how far we can go with the price of this coin. Let's check it out. Okay, so what we need to do right now is we've got a market cap of 15 million right here for Areon Network, and we're going to go super bullish, right? We want to see what would happen if the developers of Ethereum, the guy who's behind this Areon Network, can pull it off and beat Ethereum, right? So very, very bullish, I know, but you know, let's just see, and then we can scale it down after, right? So let's get 15 million right now in our calculator, so 15 million, and get to the market cap of Ethereum, which is 223 billion, right? So as you can already note in your head, that's insane, right? So what we're going to do is do 14,500, right? And that gives us, there you go, right, 217 billion. Okay, so we're actually under, right? So that means you have a potential gain of 14,500x if you was to invest in Areon Network and it did the same type of games Ethereum could do. right? But you know, let's be conservative here. That's probably not gonna happen, right? So even if we could capture 10%, that would still be 1,450x. And if we were going to scale that down even further, so let's just say we want to get to a 1 billion market cap, right? But let's be conservative, right? So let's say we were looking at the top layer ones, you know, around these spots here, the 34s, 35s, and the rankings are about the 1 billion market cap. Remember, this is a bear market, so we're looking at bear market calculations of market cap. So 1 billion market cap could be achievable, right? So let's say we do the same thing. So if we wanted to get to 1 billion market cap, so we go 15 million times by 67, and that gives us a 1 billion market cap right there. So you could 67x your money with Areon Network, okay? So what do you think of that? This coin could do absolute insane gains if it was to take over Ethereum. But you know what? I don't actually think that's going to happen, right? I think that this coin could do very well, but Ethereum is obviously way up there and this one's tiny, right? So I think if you was to get to 1 billion market cap, that's very achievable for this coin for a layer one. But yeah, I think you could probably see way more than that as well. So one thing I would love to address is loads of people think that, oh, in the layer one area, there's no room for anywhere else. Well, I can tell you, I think there definitely is. And the reason for that, the number one reason is the user experience, right? Which this is UX crypto, so we've got to talk about that. So for example, the transaction fees on Ethereum are absolutely crazy, and especially when the network goes nuts and price go crazy, then the network goes crazy. You could sometimes pay $500 for literally paying for a cup of coffee or something like that with your Ethereum. So that is just not even usable. And as long as that problem exists, then yes, there's room for new layer ones and for maybe for Ethereum to be knocked off its horse, because they need to solve that issue, right? You can't have a currency and that is the type of thing we're seeing. This is where other currencies and developers are trying to solve these problems, like, you know, with the Cardano and the other layer ones, and that problem is still here, hasn't been fixed, has it? If Ethereum fixed that problem, you might see some of these layer ones maybe not needed, but that also begs the question of layer twos. So would Polygon be needed if Ethereum has really fast transactions and can do everything itself? Probably not, right? So it would make a lot of different projects redundant. So you've just got to remember that too. But what do you guys think? Would love to know your opinion. So let me know in the comments down below about this project. And if you know any ones what are even better than this, would love to hear about those as well. If you like this video, then please give it a little like. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to do really well in crypto and get into projects early and see these projects early, then definitely stay around and subscribe to the channel, because that's what we do on this channel. We find really good coins, review them and dig in quite deep, and then we can see if they're good and if they're worth investing in, right? So yeah, but bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, but something which might be educational for both of us, right? So let's do that. Subscribe. If you thought this was really interesting, you like that some of the developers are actually from Ethereum, then I've got another one for you right there, which also linked to Ethereum and some of the developers. And if you want to know where that video was created, then check out this one, because it's all the old founders of Ethereum and what they're doing now. So check it out. But if I don't see you, I'll see you at the top. Bam.